Hello, guys. So, I believe we are now on part 25, believe it or not. 25 of Hogwarts Legacy. We are not going to waste any time. We're going to jump straight into this. We're going to go straight down to the map chamber, and we are going to jump straight into the next main story quest, which I do think is the last trial, or it will lead to the last trial. So we definitely want to tackle this. We're gonna probably learn some very interesting story aspects.
Welcome back.
So we need to speak to Neve Fitzgerald. So let's go.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
You wouldn't catch me keeping one.
Why not?
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
So this is insane. We've actually just taken Polyjuice Potion, and we are now Professor Black, which is incredible. I mentioned before, I think my mic was muted, so I don't think anyone heard it, but I have actually been in his office before.
A moment of your Professor. I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now,
Okay.
which student gets this rather unenviable task?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
So as I was saying, I have actually already been into the office. I wasn't supposed to go up there.
Out of my way, children.
I sort of, there was like a staircase on the side which I landed on and managed to get in, which luckily nothing was spoiled. I didn't get any story spoilers or anything like that. It was literally just, I went in, I found a key, I opened a secret door, and I got this outfit that I'm wearing now, which I can put on my other character. But yeah, nothing was spoiled. It was probably a silly thing to do because I could have had major spoilers, but luckily I didn't. So let's just carry on and speak to Gareth.
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
So it's not actually giving me the option to pick dialogue, but it may do, and I think I do have to keep up appearances, so I'm going to have to be quite rude to people if given the opportunity. But this is really cool. It's really cool
Has
being...
anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
What could he want?
So that that line there, if you didn't know, when they announced Simon Pegg as the voice, they showed him recording that line. So it's really good to hear that in the game.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. You call that a...
Something is very wrong.
I think it's just so funny that you can talk to people. It's...
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Ooh, okay, so... I can sort of stitch him up. Or I can... You know what? I'm upset about Quidditch.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Must be hilarious seeing the headmaster just sprinting around the castle.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
I like Cressida. She's funny. She looks like, I don't know if anyone has ever seen the Chucky series. There's a character in the second season of that, and I feel like they look like so similar. Just makes me laugh.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the
Professor.
Oh, Mr. Weasley, Mrs. Weasley, Professor Weasley's gonna twig.
Professor Weasley, how delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Well, I Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
I feel like she knows.
Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
I feel like she knows. Am I going to have to do like a speech or something?
Breathing room?
Mr. Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. Ahem. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. Let's get out of sight. Made it just in time.
So it would have been cool to see what that announcement was, but he didn't give me a chance.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Yeah, so as you can see, I was trying to show it earlier, but I don't think my mic was on. There's a little stairway here, and if you land your broom on it, you can actually get up there, which, yeah, I wasn't supposed to do, but luckily, I didn't spoil anything. But I'm pretty sure it's adjacent to the trophy room, so if we head up here, I think we just follow. I'm going to wait for the map to update very quickly. There we go. So yeah, we just need to head up these stairs here. And yeah, you guys, the trophy, not the trophy room, the headmaster's office is incredible. It's exactly as you would imagine it. It's exactly as it is in the books, in the films. It's just, yeah, it's amazing. So if we head up here, and it's a long way to go. It's a good job they can apparate.
That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
There we go. We got in, and this time we got in because we were supposed to.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
So yeah, there we go. Look, it's so cool. We have the sorting hat over here. There was some, I believe, there's like a chest and thing which I've already opened. Oh, a wand handle. Metallic shell. Let's check that out. I like that. We'll keep that. Okay. There we
It's
go.
good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Okay. There's the... I believe that's the pensive that is used in the films. So, she mentioned there's a book, and she implied that it's a children's book.
That must be the pedestal.
If this is Beedle the Bard, and we're actually going to play through this, I'm not going to get my hopes up. Let's see.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
This is really cool.
The first you will need is a cloak.
Oh, I think it is.
As in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is insane. It's gotta be, surely. It's got to be. Make your way through the town without being seen. Okay. I love this style though. It's all done like a pencil drawing, which is really cool. So I have to avoid death.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
Okay, so I need to wait for him to move, wait for them to... Ooh. I'm trying to catch me out. Okay, go. Perfect.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
So I wonder, like, is this Beedle the Bard, like, is this the tale of the three brothers, or is it just, like, similar? I'm not sure. But she said it was a children's book, and we are dealing with death and invisibility, so we'll see.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find it.
Wow. I'm absolutely, like...
They're gone.
I'm blown away.
I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
I'm absolutely blown away.
I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Oh, no. Okay. As we all know, I'm not very good at stealth, so... Hopefully I'm not too far behind.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Leaf.
No, I'm not too far.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
I haven't put too many talent points into stealth simply because,
That's
like,
where I need to go.
you don't really have to do it that much. So I think, and I'm also not very good at it. So I do think it'd be a bit of a waste if I put talent points into it. But maybe I should. Maybe that's why I'm not good at it. I don't know. I do feel like that they could be spent better elsewhere.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Close tight. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
It's quite tense, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so he hasn't seen me yet.
Now's my chance.
So do you think...
That's the way forward.
That's the invisibility cloak. Oh my...
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Incredible. So do we go this way or?
They
Oh, we are.
can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Oh wow. Do we get to keep this though? That's the question.
This is the way forward. Finally.
Probably not.
Now where are you, Neith?
Probably not. I think we'd be way too overpowered if we could keep these, but... Do you think we're going to use all of them? Or is it just the cloak?
You have had one death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to
Oh
find.
my lord. It's the Elder Wand.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I know I'm getting like way too hype about this, but this is so insane. We're getting to use the Deathly Hallows.
I've never felt such power.
Okay, so now we're going to have to do some combat stuff. Okay, so I only have these spells. Can make do with that.
Depulso. Revelio. Depulso.
Okay, it's not working for some reason.
Bombado.
Oh. So now I'm assuming we fight death. Oh wow. So it's very powerful. Very powerful. Which it should be. It should be. And we can still use And the reload on them, like the cooldown on them is like so quick. Wow. So do we have to fight Death, or do we have to just fight his minions? Yeah, we just have to fight these. So I don't have any of my unforgivables. But I do have the ancient magic, which is... Oh wow, this... So the actual, like, death characters do go down pretty easily, but these... The death shadows, but the death troll is a lot trickier. Like I said, we're so powerful with this one, like, there's barely any cooldown. I keep missing that, though. Run, 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 run. No, I can't run. Okay, I just have to keep fighting. But you can see when I hit the trolls, like, how much damage. I did press, I was literally holding it, but you can see when I hit the trolls, like, how much damage those spells are doing, which is great. But they are a little bit higher leveled than I am, which is fine. So I'd get a few of these. Awesome. So those dueling feats were... They weren't too difficult, to be fair. Like, the time limit they gave on those was, like, really, really long. I think it was probably just one, to give you a chance, and two, to sort of, I suppose, give you some more dueling feats to get them done. So that's the cloak and the wand done. So it'd be interesting. How's the resurrection stone gonna play into all of this?
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Nothing simple about it, mate. Nothing simple about it.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
She's gone.
Dear sweet Neve.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
So I think I actually have to resurrect her, which is... Okay.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
I swear the resurrection stone was not that big.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Is it true?
Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
So there we have it, guys. I'm assuming I'm going to receive a load of owls now, because I usually do. So we'll see if any of those pop up. There we go.
I've always said that.
Okay, so I don't know why Sebastian's was so quiet, but we did get one from Professor Weasley as well, which didn't play. Very strange, but yes, we did get one. Yeah, so he's apologising for lashing out, and he wants to keep going with the triptych. And he's given us a meeting place. So then Professor Weasley is also... Deek tells me he shared his experience with the Phoenix. Please check with him when you get a chance. He has an idea for you that I thought is worth exploring. Okay. So I'm unsure if we're going to get any more, but we usually do, so we'll give it a minute. Although, that might be it. So... Interesting. I've been saying it from the start that Isadora is going to be a bad apple, which she was, and she is. But we'll see how that develops. So I was wrong. That wasn't the final trial. There is actually one more, at least one more, and there might be 2. But he's very Professor Bakar is very. No, I don't want to say suspicious, but he's very. He's not thrilled about the idea of letting us see that. So we'll have to wait and see what he says. So for now, we're going to call it a day, guys. So thank you so much for joining me once again. I'll see you in the next one. It's been incredible. This episode has been really, really cool. So in the next one, we can catch up with Sebastian, and we'll see what else we can do with Professor Weasley and all things like that. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you all again next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.